lost on who I used to be. I'm shedding skin. Every day a new version of me, a third of me demented, cemented in pain, juggling the pros and cons of fame. I don't know how to make friends, I'm a lonely soul. I recollect this isolation, I was 4 years old. Truth be told, I've been battling myself, trying to navigate the real and fake, cynical about the judgment day. I did past life progression last year and it f***ed me up. Reincarnated on this earth for 100 plus. Body after body, lesson after lesson. Let's take it back to Michigan in 1947. My father kicked me out the house cause I wouldn't listen to him. I didn't care about his influence, only loved what I was doing. Gifted as a musician, I play guitar on a grand level. The most talented where I'm from, but I had to rebel. And so I'm off in the sunset, searching for my place in the world. With my guitar up on my hip, that's the story unfurled. I found myself with a pocket full of money and a whole lot of respect. While the record business loved me, I was head of rhythm and blues. The women that fell to their feet, so many to choose. But I manipulated power as I lied to the masses. Died with my money, gluttony was too attractive. Reincarnated. Another life, it placed me as a black woman in the chitlin circuit. Seductive vocalist as the promoter hit the curtains. My voice was angelic, straight from heaven, the crowd sobbed. A musical genius, what the articles emphasized. Had everything I wanted, but I couldn't escape. Had me in fetal position, restricted. Turned on my family, I went wherever cameras be. No private planes for my insanity. Self-indulged, discipline never been my sentiments I needed. To me, it was like penicillin. Love, my happiness was in it. The melodies gave me hope when nobody's looking. My first assistant was a small town scholar, never did a till I got myself around her. My daddy looked the other way, he saw sin in me, pinched in me, reincarnated. My present life is Kendrick Lamar, a rapper looking at the lyrics to keep you in awe. The only factor I respected was raising the bar. My instincts and material straight to the charts. My father kicked me out the house, I finally forgive him. I'm old enough to understand the way I was living. Ego and pride had me looking at him with resentment. I close my eyes, hoping that I don't come off contentious. I'm yelling, Father, did I finally get it right? Everything I did was selfless. I spoke freely when the people needed me, I helped them. I didn't gloat, even told them no when the vultures came. Took control of my fleshly body when the money changed. Son, you do well, but your heart is closed. I can tell residue that linger from your past creates itself. Father, I'm not perfect, I got urges, but I hold them down.
And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. The show brings you a matchup of division rivals. It's the Philadelphia Phillies taking on the Miami Marlins. Biggest story in this one is just how dominant his pitching has been, Singy. He's been in complete control in recent starts.
So much confidence on the bump, dude. Painting corners, changing speeds. He's been an absolute nightmare for would-be hitters.
And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. Just about ready to go. And pitching in this game, Cal Quantrill.
Well, Boog, something of interest to me is that this guy's really struggled when working out of the stretch, pitching with runners in scoring position. So the key for him is to attack hitters, try to get ahead.
This ball is roped, and it gets down into the gap in right center. Safe at second with a leadoff double.
He needed that one. It's been a tough stretch at the plate lately. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
This is Bryson's stop. Turner leads off second with nobody out.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
And down on strikes he goes. Not what you're looking for after the leadoff double. A strikeout, and there's one away. Here comes Bryce Harper. Ripped on the ground to second. Fires over to first. Harper retired. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Schwarber, the next to hit. 3 for 11 in the series coming in.
That's the ball.
In the dirt, nice job behind the plate. 2 outs and a runner at third. Here in the finale of this 4-game set.
Oh.
And that drops in for a strike. In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Thomas brings it in, and that'll do it. Phillies strand 1. Now the Marlins will see what they can do. No score. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. And we're back. Our starting pitcher in this one, King. Chris, he's got the ability to take control of a game when he's out there.
Well, incredible mound presence, and he's going to attack hitters. Look at that strikeout per 9 ratio over 10 coming into this start. So he's a pitcher that wants the ball. He's aggressive. He knows that he can get the swing and miss, especially when he needs it most. We'll see how effective he is in this one.
That one fouled off. Kicks and fires. That one ripped. Schwarber on the run. He's got it. And there's one down. And now here's the Marlins DH, Griffin Conine. First pitch doesn't find the zone. King, in his 5th season, he features a 4-seam fastball, a changeup, a curve, a knuckleball, and he works in a slider. Catcher tosses the mask, settles under it, and makes the grab. Out number 2. 2 down, bases empty. And at the plate for Miami, Xavier Edwards. That's in there. And it's 0-1. 2 outs, bases empty. Outside with a breaking ball. Now a fly ball to right center. Marsh makes the grab. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. Scoreless after 1. Back here in Miami, and here comes Alec Bohm. Quantrill back to work. This one in the air, right field. Sanchez ranging after it. Hauls it in for the out. Here's Nicholas Castellanos. Castellanos wrapped out 4 hits in his last game. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
1 ball, no strike.
In the air, right side. And there's 2 down. Two outs, bases empty. Brandon Marsh steps to the plate.
Definitely scuffling at the dish lately. Only 2 hits over the last 5 games.
That's in there. That's strike 1. That one to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Phillies go down quietly in the inning. We'll go to the bottom of the 2nd. No score. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now it's going to be Connor Norton. It's interesting, he plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So When you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone that has maybe above average speed, but he does.
Waste no time there. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
You always have connection. Got dealt the opportunity for you to be progressive. My body just a vessel for me to share this message. Invested in my wreckage, hope you gather this perspective. Presage to the blessing that I'm proud to be mentioned. Communication unmatched by all other generations. Promote world unity and peace among the nations. Kill off prejudice that's been plaguing all the races. Because unity, the key to advanced civilization.
Now, Jonah Bride. This one high in the air to left center. Marsh right there to make the grab. One down. So digging in, Jesus Sanchez.
Not getting the results he's wanted at the plate recently. Barely hitting over the Mendoza line this month.
Inside corner at the knees for a strike.
This might be a steal situation, but that's not your average catcher behind the dish. You have to be careful.
One ball,
here.
one strike.
Man at first, one away. And a swing and a miss.
It's a good changeup to hit up in the zone. I don't think he recognized it. I'm sure he'd love to have that one back.
2-2.
And there's a ball. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Norby at first, one gone. That one misses, and that's ball 3.
3-2.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
Popped up. Turner should have it. He's got it, and there's 2 away. Alec Thomas now. And that is out of play. And that one lifted in the air center field. Marsh moves under it. He's there. He's got it. And that's the 3rd out. 1 left for Miami. We'll move to the 3rd with no score. All set for the start of the inning. And now it is JT Realmuto. Oh, great stop to first. Picked in the dirt, but he beats it. What an effort that time.
Well, that's a pick you want to come up with as a first baseman. That's how you win that Gold Glove. But it's never on him to take the error on a throw like that. And he'll probably tell you he should have picked his teammate up, but he gave it a good effort, just couldn't get it to stick.
And here is Sosa to the plate. First pitch misses. Sosa went off for 2 homers in his last game. drive, and that's base hit out into center field. Around second is Real Muto. The relay, not in time. He's safe.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Even though center fielders are amazing at tracking down balls these days, there's still a lot of room out there, and it's a big field. So if you hammer one to center like that, there's a decent chance you're picking up extra bases.
Turner swings through it for strike one.
One strike.
On the ground to the left. And a foul ball. Quantrill back to work. Softly hit to third. Norby zips it across, but the go-ahead run comes in to score. And stepping in is the speedy Bryson Stott. He's 0 for 1. Tap foul at the plate. And it's second. And there's a foul ball. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. Out on the drop, third strike, 2 gone. And an excellent job keeping it right there. Bryce Harper to the plate. Grounded out his first time. Right side, and it goes just foul. Two outs. And that one finds its way through. Here's the throw to the plate. And he's out.
On the pad.
Touchdown, and that ends the inning. Swing and a miss at 99 miles an hour. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Got him. Leadoff hitter gone in the third. Liam Hicks now at the plate, looking for his first big league hit right here. Up the middle. Jumps, throws, and they get the out. Otto Lopez will hit next. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
No ball. One strike.
Right through there for a strike.
This guy's pounding the zone. Hitters don't have time to think in between pitches.
Swings and misses. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. Miami down in order. Still behind by a count of 1-0. Welcome back and take a look at some hot hitting in this series as we check out the numbers.
Look at me. I feel so powerful. Look at me.
In the dirt, ball one. Schwarber, a former All-Star. 32 years old, and he's been wearing out home plate lately. He scored 10 times in the last 10 games. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Well, pretty clear to me. He was trying to go deep right there, but you got to get a pitch that you can handle.
That misses the zone, and the count's even at 2. going downstairs. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
His ability to draw walks has been something that's been part of his career since day one.
And now it's Alec Bohm. Flied to right his first time. On the ground to third, and it stays fair. Around second is Schwarber. The throw to third, not in time. He's safe, and it's second and third with nobody out.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock, and you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
Castellanos in the box now. Takes strike one.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
On the ground. Tosses the first. That's the first out in the top of the fourth.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Not even close there. And that's ball one. Next offering is fouled back. Quantrill back to work. Swing and a ground ball out to short. It's in and out of his glove. Runner from third comes across, and they lead by 2. 2 on, 1 out. And now it's JT Realmuto. Swing and a miss. Nice changeup.
0-1.
Boom. The lead runner out at second. Marsh at first. 1 gone. And that one popped in the air. Left field. Myers calls it in. And there's 2 away.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Sosa in the box with 2 gone and takes a look at a called strike. Traffic on the bases with 1 already in. Top half of inning number 4. Yeah, that's fouled off. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Two on, 2 outs. And that's down and away.
1 and 2.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. 1 run in the inning, but they lead 2. We're midway in the 4th. It's the Phillies 2 and the Marlins nothing. Welcome back. Let's take a look at how the series has played out so far. Strike on the inside corner.
You know, these Marlins, to put it bluntly, need to put together more competitive at-bats, and I don't think they've lived up to their own expectations at the plate. I think things are happening a little quicker than this offense would like, and we see it in the numbers. They're hitting into a lot of outs early in the at-bat.
Got him swinging, and he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
Oh, there's a 3-pitch strikeout. He can do whatever he wants with the baseball right now.
And now Xavier Edwards. Check swing, and he went. That's
No
strike
ball.
one.
One strike.
And that drops in for a strike.
He's gotten into a really good rhythm, set down 7 in a row. He just wants to get the baseball and deliver it as quickly as possible. Keep the momentum going.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Man, it's almost unfair that he can just pull that knuckleball out of his pocket and throw it up there in addition to his other pitches. It's unlike anything else he throws, and because he doesn't throw it all the time, you just don't get a good look at it throughout an at-bat.
And it finds its way through for a hit. And that keeps the inning going. Jonah Bride, the next up for the Marlins. Fly to center his first time. There's the strike. Foul ball there. And this gets it away from Real Muto. Norby up into scoring position now with 2 out on the pass ball. And it's second. And that one ripped to left. Fair ball. Run comes in from second, and it's a 1-run game. And the double puts the tying run in scoring position with 2 away.
These hitters today are so great with handling velocity. They're seeing high speeds day after day, and a nice job of turning that one around.
Stepping in, Jesus Sanchez. And that's a fair ball. Runner around third. He'll score easily. Go to second. Not his time. He's there easily.
Picks himself up an RBI. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Digging in, Alec Thomas. First pitch, and he just misses. Right through there for a strike.
Goodness, I think he just took the best pitch he's going to see in this at-bat. You don't get many like that in that location. I don't know if you take that pitch against any pitcher out there on the mound.
And a 1-1. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
Really going after him here. All fastballs to get ahead in the count.
Foul tip, and he hangs on. That's a strikeout. They get 2 and draw even again. We played 4. We are tied 2-2. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Quantrill back to work. That's off the mark, and that is ball 1.
You know, these Phils finding ways to get on base, but they still need help driving them home. They only have 1 hit with runners in scoring position, so a lot of squandered opportunities. It's tough because those are moments you just can't get back.
Now the number 2 hitter, Bryson Stott. And that's in the dirt. Ball 1. Ground ball to the right side. Lopez slings to first in time.
Well, that looks routine, but it hasn't been so easy for this club defensively this year. And you got to make those routine plays behind the pitcher. Helps him to get more comfortable and move through this ball game.
Ball 1 to Bryce. And a swing and a miss.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand looks so good, and then by the time he gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
Next offering is downstairs. 2 down, nobody on. And we're at the top of the 5th. And a ground ball to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. And the first offering a fastball for a strike.
You know, these Marlins just haven't produced as many competitive at-bats as I'd like to see in this one. They really haven't worked many deep counts or long at-bats, and That's fine if you're having a lot of success, but at this point, I think it's time to make an adjustment.
There's the strike at the knees. Swinging a ground ball up the middle. In the dirt. Nice pick.
Good stretch there to make the play. It looks like someone added a little yoga to their daily routine, if you ask me.
And here's the catcher, Liam Hicks. In there for a strike at 100 miles an hour. It's 0-1.
All right, now, he may have not liked either of those first two pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point, he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
Goes down looking.
No, that was a pretty poor at bat. He just never got the bat off of his shoulder. I mean, you got to go up there looking to swing at some point, especially once you're down 0-2. And at that point, make an adjustment, look to put the ball in play if it's anywhere close. And I'm just not sure what the plan was there.
Lopez in the box again.
One strike.
Takes the strike. Next offering is fouled back.
Well, they've kept him pretty quiet in this series. Still doesn't have a knock. I know you want to get that first knock out of the way. Maybe more will come, but you got to give some credit to the pitching staff. They've had a great plan against him.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And 1-2-3 go the Marlins. And this game is still tied at 2-2. We're back, and they make a change to start the sixth. The new pitcher, Xavier Curry. He pitched yesterday, and we'll see him once again. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. And that's downstairs. And the count even 1-1. Miami's bullpen with some action. Calvin Fauché, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Nardi, a left-hander, also throwing. Here's a 1-2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. And now before the 1-2, time is called at home plate. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. In time.
Yep,
and the third strike leads to the first out. Here's the third baseman, Alec Bohm. 1 for 2. And that one fouled off. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
A couple of hits in a row for him here. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch. Just shot it through the infield.
And the batter now, Nick Castellanos. Norby. Here's Lopez for one. And that's 2.
Poetry.
Back at the ballpark. And in this series, it has been ugly on the mound as we look at the numbers. That's in there. 0-1. This to third. Boom. On the run. Sends it over to first. Nicely done for the out.
Good fade and sinking action of that changeup. Got that hitter to roll over.
And that one inside and it hit him. So now it's the 4-hole hitter, Connor Norby. High in the air, out to right. 2 down. And now for the Marlins, Jonah Bride. That one finds the zone, and that is strike 1. Kick in the pitch. Runner goes. That's in for a strike. Real Muto throws. Not in time. It's a stolen base.
You know, nights like this when it seems harder to score, I like the call to put him in motion and try to steal the base. Ball's not carrying, no home runs so far, so trying to manufacture some offense like this may be the way to go.
Cut on and miss. Struck him out. That's his 8th strikeout of the game. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Calvin Fauché.
And he's got a big-time breaking ball to contend with. Hitters going to have to pick it up early if they're going to have any chance.
And that's a base hit. So the go-ahead run is on base with a knock. JT Real Muto steps in, having a lot more success on the road this season. On the ground left side, 6, 4, out, 3, but it's not in time, and they just get 1. And now for the Phillies, Edmundo Sosa. Line drive, and this might be trouble. Lead runner makes the turn at second. Coming home. He'll score.
He has had such a good day today. I don't think he's going to want to leave when it's over.
A couple of doubles today for the DH. 1 out, runner at second. Now at the plate, Trey Turner. On the ground to third. He's in there.
Well, I can understand the defense right there trying to cut off that lead runner at third, but a good jump and an excellent finish for the base runner to get in there safely.
Runners at the corners here, 1 away. So digging in now for Philadelphia, Bryson Stott. 0 for 3 in this one. Got him to chase one above the zone there.
Always tough to turn 2 on a speedster like this. It's even harder with him coming out of the left-handed batter's box. You really need something to hit hard on the ground that they can handle to turn 2 quickly.
And he takes one right on the black. No balls, 2 strikes.
In the infield at the corners, don't be surprised to see them come home first and prevent that run from scoring.
Squirts away a little bit. Runners hold tight. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Runners at the corners, 1 away. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Way inside.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
And that one misses up and in. Full count now.
So here we go. Base runner at first, could be running on the pitch. He's got good enough speed to steal the bag to get in scoring position, even if it's a swing and miss at the plate.
And they're all loaded up.
Ball 4, take your base.
Pretty good pitch on 3-2, right around the knees, but just no help from the umpire.
Here's Bryce Harper. Golden opportunity right here. Sliced hard, but foul down the left side. On the ground, could be 2. 1 second. And that's 2. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. It's now a 3-2 ball game. And we're back, ready to go for the last half of the inning. And at the plate for Miami, Jesus Sanchez. Oh, this one high and deep, way back there. Out of here. His 9th homer of the year, and we are tied. It's 3-3. He only needed 1 swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off.
Schwarber makes the grab, 1 down. Dane Myers, the next up for the Marlins. And the first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Just missed. be a base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise he put a great swing on it.
And fouled off. One away. Tie game. Go-ahead run stands at first. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
Your base runner, you've got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get in the scoring position.
This one in the air. Turner. Squeezes it. That's out number 2. Next to hit, Otto Lopez. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. Right through there for a strike.
No base hits in the series for him so far, and it's clearly been a rough one. You just hope he's not pressing too hard.
Runner on the go. Swing and a miss.
No ball. He's straight.
Now a good opportunity to potentially jump ahead in this game here in the later innings.
2 down. Go ahead run in scoring position. That's the third. Sends it to first. And that'll keep more runs from coming in. Inning over. 1 for the Marlins on the solo shot. We're tied now with 3 apiece. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Andrew Nardi on for the 30th time this year. Schwarber swings through it for strike 1. Signs of activity in the pen for the Marlins. Jesus Tinoco up and loosening in the pen. Strike 2. Swings and misses. Struck him out.
Wow, just great bite to that slider. Broke hard out of the zone, and he just couldn't hold up the swing. You know, as a hitter, that pitch is really hard to take, and there's just not much you can do with it. You know that, but you don't want to get rung up by the umpire.
That misses, and it's 2-0.
Really been able to slow down the game tonight with his at-bats, and the biggest one he's had so far, he doesn't look anxious at all.
To third. Sends it across to first. 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the 8th. Nick Castellanos stands in for the Phillies. Ball 1, no strikes.
1-0.
Two down, nobody on, and we're in the top of the 8th. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. That's back there, and that's a home run into the upper deck. Into the second deck it goes, and the Phillies take the lead. It's 4-3. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. That's the exact definition of hitting the ball where it's pitched, taking that outside fastball and driving it the opposite way out of the ballpark. You want to bottle that type of approach.
And here is Brandon.
One ball, no strike.
Next offering is fouled back.
Well, on the mound, this is a spot where he's got to treat this as a clean inning. Forget about the home run. Forget about now being behind on the scoreboard. Start fresh and get those hitters back up to the plate as quickly as possible.
Now one miss. Swing and a miss. And the inning is over. The Phillies get one by way of the long ball. It's now a 4-3 ball game. Back after this on the show. Ready for the... Here's the new pitcher for the Phillies, Orion Kerkering.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
In the air out to center. Drops in for a hit. Couldn't run it down.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Just a very nice approach and swing right there to use the big part of the field. Everything was on time. He stayed balanced through the entire swing and just launched that one into center.
And now, Xavier Edwards. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Connor Norby. Outside low. And that's ball 1. And another ball.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Swing and a miss. And it's 2-1 now. And that one fouled off. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Rolled to short, possible 2-ball. Off balance feet, there's one. On to first, double play.
So a very fast developing play right there. No margin for error. Nice double play on a fast runner up the line.
Jonah Bride, the next up for the Marlins. Outfield deep here, trying to prevent anything over their heads.
Ball, inside.
First pitch doesn't find the zone. After the double play, he's trying to pick up his teammate, tie this game. Bounce towards the hole at short. Safe at first, and an infield single keeps the inning going. Now it's the right fielder, Jesus Sanchez. He's already homered here in this one. And that misses.
That's a ball.
Ball 1. Fought off foul. 2 gone. The possible go-ahead run at first. And a count 1-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Tied at 4. Got him swinging.
Sometimes he wears the emotion on the sleeve, but that's okay as long as he's getting results. And right there, thrilled with the punch out to get out of it.
New inning getting started, and now the catcher comes up to hit. JT Realmuto. Nardi back to work. Fastball for a strike. It's through for a hit. And a good start to the inning.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats. He wasn't able to elevate it, but he put a great swing on it. Right on time, good balanced approach, and just blasted it through the infield.
4-4 in the 9th. Swing and blasts one down the line. It's gone if it's fair, but it hooks foul.
No, good solid contact right there. Just a bit out in front of that fastball. Got to try to stay on that backside just a little bit longer and see if you can do some damage.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Battling here as he fouls it away.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Inside, almost got him. Got him! That saves his 3rd of the game.
Well, just a beautiful fastball on the inside corner for that backwards K right there. I think the hitter saw it all the way coming from that opposite arm angle. So I got to think he was looking away and just got locked up by the hard stuff boring in on his hands.
Rolls across the diamond. Awesome play there.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
Stop. Can't hold up, and that's a strike.
No ball. 1 strike.
He's falling behind in a huge spot, dude. Got to do what it takes to come through. Maybe choke up on the bat a little bit, spread out those feet, whatever it takes.
Swung on, belted. Into the corner, but foul. With the go-ahead run standing at second here at the top of the ninth. Lifted in the air, out to left. Myers tracks it down for the out. Back here at Lone Depot Park. So bottom of the ninth, and now the center fielder, Alec Thomas. There's the strike at the knees, and it's 0-1. And that skips into dirt. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Strike 3 went back to the sweeper and got the strikeout. Dane Myers getting ready to hit. 1 for 3. Pitch misses inside, and it's 1-0. Just missed. 1 out, base is empty. That one down the line. Takes it to the bag, steps on first, and it's out number 2. Here's the catcher, Liam Hicks.
And there's one thing on his mind this at bat, getting that first hit at the big league level.
Check swing, and he went. And that's strike 1. Right through there for a strike.
Absolutely frozen on that heater right down the middle, and that's a pitch you're just not getting back. Now he's in a tough spot, especially after falling behind on a good first pitch.
Trying to send this to extra innings. And that's outside.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Swing, and this one's bounced to the ground. Turner on the run, throw to first.
You're out of there.
Pretty nice play there. And the Marlins down quietly. This game's all tied at 4. We're back, and on the mound is the closer, Jesus Tinoco. Runner in scoring position, no outs. Here is Bryce Harper. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side.
A little early on that fastball. I'm sure the pitcher taking a note. Look for an off-speed pitch on this next one.
Ball.
That one is absolutely belted. Can't get to it as it drops into the corner. In comes the run from second. Not in time. That's a leadoff double.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here. First round pick out of Indiana back in 2014. And he swings and misses at the initial offer.
1 strike. Ball.
Swings through that one out from
One ball.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
1 on, nobody out. A run in here in the top half of the 10th. And now 2-2. And it's second. That one not close. And now it's 3-2. Smoked on the ground a second. Made the pitcher earn that out after a long at bat. Now the third baseman, Alec Bohm.
Don't be surprised to ball on the ground to the corners if they come home with the baseball instead of going to first base.
Swing and a ball lined out towards center. Drops into the glove. Runner tags for home. Throw is offline, and he scores. And it's 6-4.
Good piece of hitting right there. He's thinking off the bat, that's getting down for extra bases, but nice job of the outfielder running it down, making the catch. Still comes away with the sac fly, though. RBI.
Castellanos stands in now and watches strike one. Base is empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in here in extra innings. Next offering, pop foul off to the right out of play. And that's way high. 1-2 to count.
1-2.
The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle, and you get it right where you want it.
Hit in the air, left field. And that is that. They put 2 on the board, 1 hit, no errors, and so they turn to their closer, Matt Strom.
He's averaging more than 1 hit allowed per inning pitched this season, and that's not where you want to be at all. So we'll see how he does here.
Late swing, fouled off. Right down to shoot. That's strike 2. And the slider just misses.
1 ball, 2 strike.
Inside. The count now 2-2.
That's a really good take right there. A slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
Tying run at the plate. Pitch
3-2.
misses, and the count's full. He fouls it off. We'll do it again. 3-2 now. And the tying run is on base.
Didn't miss by much right there. Just couldn't get the call off the inside corner.
Derek Hill in the box now. Takes strike 1.
No ball, 1 strike.
With the winning run at the plate. And we're in the last half of the 10th. Late swing fouled off. Foul ball still 0-2. Stays alive. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. And a foul ball. First and second here, no outs. To first, might be 2. Over to Turner for 1. Over to first, safe. So up next, Xavier Edwards.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
Hicks, the runner at third. Hill over at first with 1 away. Popped up, stop. 2 down. Connor Norton, the next up for the Marlins. Swing and a foul out of play.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
Strom is just 1 strike away. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Runners on first and third, 2 away here in extra innings. Tap back to the mound. Throw the first. Ball game. And the Phillies take the finale and earn a split of this 4-game series.
Well, this is a big win on the road and going extras into 10. So hard to pull those out, but I think this team did a great job of keeping the crowd out of the ball game late. When you do that, it kind of calms everything down, keeps the adrenaline of the opposing team.
And we got in the sprinter, shine so bright she's caught in the glimmer, shine so bright she's caught in the glimmer, shine so bright she's caught in the glimmer, 6 deep in the sprinter, shine so bright she's caught in the glimmer, shine so bright she's caught in the glimmer, shine so bright she's caught in the glimmer.
Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Philadelphia Phillies taking on the Houston Astros. All right, Singy, let's talk about the man on the mound. He has been lights out lately.
You're not kidding, Boog. I mean, look at these stats. He's got hitters guessing on every pitch. I'm excited to see if he can maintain his dominance in this one.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Just about set to go. Getting the nod on the mound, Hunter Brown. And Singy, he likes pitching at home.
Well, truly for him, there is no place like home. He's been so dominant here. And as a teammate, you expect him when pitching at home this year to go out and dominate just as he has. The fans expect it. And I think everyone around here knows that he's a good pitcher. Even though we don't see the same splits on the road, we're going to start to see that translate as well.
And digging in for Philadelphia, Trey Turner. Swing and a miss. Missed that by a mile.
No ball.
And we're underway. That one backed up the middle, and it gets through. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Just kept it simple. Played Pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
This is Bryson Stott. ground ball right side, and that's just foul.
This is one of those situations defensively where you can't try to do too much. You got to make sure that you field the ball cleanly and get one out first. It's going to be tough to get two with this kind of speed in the batter's box.
Hit in the air, right field. Gamble. Corrals it. One away. And now here is Harper. That one fouled off. Brown with some less than fantastic work on the hill lately. Pitch misses there. 1-1.
Even the best pitchers of all time have had stretches where nothing was working for him on the mound. Maybe he needs to have his turn in the rotation skipped or something. Get his mind right to get back on track.
2-1.
Man at first, one away. Ground ball right side and foul ball. On the ground right side. And it goes just foul. Fouls it back with 2 strikes.
Well, he hasn't gotten the result yet, but he's got to feel pretty confident. 3 foul balls in a row. He's right on this guy.
Good eye in that spot.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Double play ball to second. Off balance. There's one. To first, not in time. Great effort there. Now it's the cleanup hitter for the Phillies, Johan Rojas. And there's the strike. This one in the air. Paredes sizing this one up. Makes the catch. And that is that. Back here at Dyken Park. And on the hill in this one, King. Singing he's been outstanding and should be fun to watch.
Well, when you have a guy that can limit the opponent to very little run production, you have a great chance to win a ball game when he takes the mound. He's just having an outstanding season so far. You hope he can maintain it, because if he can, he'll be in a nice conversation at the end of the year.
And stepping in for the Astros, Jeremy Pena. That one at triple digits. Comebacker to the mound. Slings to first. One up, one down. Now we check out the Astros lineup. Chris, this is an offense that puts the bat on the ball. Tough outs pretty much throughout the lineup. And they have fewer strikeouts than any other team in the league.
Yeah, Boog, and I just remember as a player, when you're going up against a club like this, it keeps you on your toes all game long, because you got to make plays for your pitcher on the defense. And so an offense like that can really put some pressure on that defense. So they can swing the bats, put it in play, but I also think if they run the bases hard, it adds another element to their game.
One down, base is empty.
2.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. You rewind and think back to those Giants teams that won 3 world titles. They were pretty good contact-based teams. Obviously, the Royals as well. It feels like it's swinging back a little bit towards there's an advantage to having some hitters in your lineup that make contact. On the ground right side, and that one handled. Throws to first in time. Here tonight, an efficient start to the home first, 2 away. 2 down, base is empty. Now it's Yordan Alvarez. First pitch just misses.
1-0.
Alvarez recently taking home player of the month on
1 strike.
The 1-1. He swings and fouls one off.
And what a show he put on last month, Boog. Really impressive work at the dish, and I'm sure his teammates and the coaching staff appreciate it. Great having a bat like this in the lineup.
2 outs, base is empty. There's a line drive to left field. Reaching down, makes the catch. Astros are down quietly. We played an inning, no score. Back here in Houston, second inning set to go. And now for the Phillies, Alec Bohm. Brown back to work. That's to third. Paredes tosses to first.
That's an out.
And a quick out, number 1. Nick Castellanos at the plate now. Fly ball to right. Touches down, that's a hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. Brandon Marsh steps to the plate.
See right. 0-1.
Second inning here, no score. Swinging a grounder foul first base side. Swings here and blasts one left field. It's off the top of the wall. And it'll be runners at second and third, only 1 away.
The first move felt like a bit of a guess. You have to be right in those spots or things can get away from you awfully quickly.
Here's JT Realmuto.
He's been on fire at the dish lately. Hits in each of the last 6 games.
Turned on, but foul wide of third. Line, and that's a base hit. 1 runs in. A second scores as well. It's 2-zip.
Well, he was a little off balance. He got the front foot down, but it was so great at keeping the hands back and allowed him still to get good wood to this baseball. Big one there as he drives in a couple of runs.
Edmundo Sosa in the box now. No balls and a strike. Check swing, and he went 0-2.
No ball. 2 strikes.
Goes down swinging for the strikeout. The high heat, too much on that one. So the lineup flips over. Here's Turner now. 1 for 1 with a single so far. The bit behind with that swing. It's strike 1.
1 strike.
Just
no, that's the ball. 1-1.
And now the count 1-2 after the swing and the miss.
1 ball, 2
The
strikes.
baseball's coming out of his hand very well. He's been able to paint all 4.
High fly ball near the pole. That one is foul.
Well, he's ready for that fastball right there. Really turned on it, hit it hard, had the distance, but just too much hook to it. So might want to make a little bit of an adjustment, let it travel a little more, and see if you can keep that thing fair.
2 outs.
That's a ball.
This guy's a fun guy to
2
watch
balls,
taking it
2
back.
strikes.
He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
Full count.
Ripped to third, unhandled, and that'll end the inning. But 2 runs for him, and they jump. Back here in Houston, bottom of the inning. Here's the former MVP, Jose Altuve. There's the strike.
That fastball at the bottom of the zone can be very effective. Just got to keep it on the corners.
That one's in there. That is strike 2.
Quickly into an 0-2 count. Both pitches were down in the zone. I think you set your sights a little bit higher because you'll have a tendency to chase if you look down in that area.
Fires across the diamond. That's 1 out in the bottom of the second. Yainer Diaz up next for the Astros. Splits the plate. 0-1.
Pretty rare location right there, right down the middle. This guy paints the edges. Not sure if you're going to see that pitch again as a hitter.
Late that time, and it's strike 2.
0-2.
On the ground, right side, and foul ball. The 0-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. 1 out, base is empty. And that one almost got him. Triple digits on that last pitch.
Well, just excellent location on that inside fastball. Really locked him up. And as a hitter, it's not typically what you're looking for. You're trying to protect away and then in, so you can be a little bit tardy with 2 strikes. Hard to tell if he was fooled or if he thought it would be called a ball, but either way, that's a really nice pitch.
And here is Isaac Paredes. And first offering is fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. And that drops in for a strike. Ball 1 there. That one out to right. Castellanos moves on it. He makes the grab, and that will end the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. Top half of the 3rd inning. Now it's the second baseman, Bryson Stott. That's hard hit on the line. And there's 1 away. Here comes Bryce Harper. 0 for 1. He hit into a fielder's choice his first time. Line drive.
Yikes, that ball was scorched, an absolute missile, and it almost becomes self-defense as the fielder when one of those things comes screaming towards you. Watch your lips.
Rojas, the next to hit, takes ball 1. Outside low, ball 2.
2 balls, no strikes.
On a line, base hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
Well, the last 10 games or so have been anything but fun at the plate for him, so that one has to feel good. Solid swing from start to end, on time with everything, really good balance, nice extension, and he met it out front for the line drive knock. And now they've got some speed on first. So.
Oh, now a great stuff, and that's a great play for the out.
Proof right there of why he's a Gold Glover. Flash that leather around and make everybody excited. Nice job to end the inning.
As we go to the last of the 3rd. Now it's Brendan Rodgers. Pitch is in there. That's strike 1. Rodgers, a former Gold Glove winner, hitting 7th in today's lineup. A former first-round pick back in 2015. Inside corner, and that's called a strike.
0-2 count, both pitches on the inside part of the plate. Hitter is thinking, I don't want to get beat here. This is a good time for something off speed away.
Next pitch is downstairs.
He missed the zone, but I don't think he missed his spot. That was a good pitch with 2 strikes.
Fights it off. You'll see another. Off
Ball
the mark
2,
there.
down.
And the count is even, 2-2. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
With that kind of velocity, an elevated fastball, even if it's still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
Give me everything you got. Stripping down in the parking lot. Quiet type, watch him hit the spot. Sneak tip, I don't talk a lot. Swinging RBI, really breaking in. Home run. You got your eyes on me, cause I want some. I'm a pirate booty, dropping 6 figures. Fly you out, international criminal. Get the picture. This a heist, but no lock up. cuffing. Shake down, shake down, shake down. Shake down, shake down, shake down. Shake down, shake down, shake down. Shake down, shake down, shake down.
At the plate, John Singleton. That's
Ball.
inside. 1-0.
1-0. Ball.
Well, triple digits on the gun. I know there are more pitchers that can reach that now than in the past, but it's still impressive to watch.
That one finds the zone.
2 balls,
2-1.
1 strike.
On the inside corner for a strike.
I mean, that's perfect location, right on the black. I mean, over and over again, this guy demonstrates the ability to hit those spots. They're so tough to do anything with as a hitter. Well, that's pretty much the dream 2-strike curveball if you're the pitcher. Hard downward break at the very end that just dips below the swing path. And they say pitchers want to try to bounce that pitch right on top of the plate. So that was exactly what he was looking for on the mound.
I ain't come to play no games. I'm still banging trunk music because that boy ain't changing. Hey, now I don't know what they told you about me. The boy is a soldier, that's me. And I ain't come to play no games. I'm still banging trunk music because that boy ain't changing. But y'all ain't understanding the premise. Take a walk with me, bitch. We ain't even started the scrimmage. The world is mine. It's simple like 1, 2, 3. Insanity needs an anthem, so it falls on me. That's what you want, right? That's what I do.
Here's Ben Gamble. Inside, just missed. Two outs. That catches the zone for a strike. Now 1-2. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Impeccable command in that one. 3 batters, 3 strikeouts. That's electric stuff out there on the mound.
And we're back. John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Nick Castellanos. On the ground, right side, and that one finds its way through. So a runner aboard to start the inning. So digging in now for Philadelphia, Brandon Marsh. Swing and a miss, chased it out of the zone.
0-1.
On the ground, right side, 4, 6, 3, and they turn the double play.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
Got to bring up JT Realmuto. That one pushed foul. 2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. Right through there for a strike. Got it. And good work there as he gets a 1, 2, 3. Down quickly. The pitch. That's in there. That's strike 1.
He's pitching
No
well,
ball.
but not throwing
1
a
strike.
ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Next offering is down low. Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along.
Man, it's almost unfair that he can just pull that knuckleball out of his pocket and float it up there in addition to his other pitches. It's unlike anything else he throws, and because he doesn't throw it all the time, you just don't get a good look at it throughout and at bat.
That's down and in. Line drive. And that gets down for a base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Nice line drive to the full side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
Alvarez, batting with one down, takes the strike. Rip, but it curls foul. Dubon stands at first with one out. Hit on the ground might be two. Boom. Over to second, and that's two. No runs, one hit, no errors, and no one left. On to the top of the fifth we go. It's the Phillies 2 and the Astros nothing.
Let's do this.
Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point.
Got a whole team on my side. Young boy, stay on the grind. Young boy, stay on the grind. Young boy, stay on the grind. Young boy, stay on the grind.
Brown back to work. That missed by a lot, and that's ball one.
Well, these Phillies doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. The numbers tell us they're averaging more than a hit every inning, and they've only struck out twice, so they keep finding ways to put their bat on the ball.
Check
Ball
swing,
two.
no appeal.
2-1.
And it's even up.
Well, you can't really adjust your game plan for that last pitch. Guy hasn't thrown it very much. You got to focus on the stuff that he's throwing up there most of the time.
See ya. Strikes him out for the second time today. Trey Turner now 1 for 2. And it's fouled away. One down, base is empty. Swing and a ground ball. Pena. And it gets by him. The throw won't get there in time, and they can't get the out.
The effort was there with the jump throw. You gotta love it, but it just wasn't in time. Still a really impressive play just to get to that ball and make it close at first, and not every shortstop could even make that play.
Now a chance for Bryson Stott. Rips one to right. Fair ball. Around second is Turner. Headed for the plate. He'll score easily.
Oh, here we are, third time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might.
So out of the pen comes the right-hander, Miguel Castro.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
One out and a runner at second, and we're at the top of the fifth. Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone.
No ball. 2 strikes.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, Bro, I'll tell you, when he goes look at the video of that pitch, he's going to want to punch himself. That slider had hit me written all over it, and clearly he just got a little too excited. It was out in front. Tell you what, when you get a pitch like that, you cannot miss it. Those have a chance to go a long way.
Pulls it in on the run. And that'll do it. Phillies with the run-scoring double. That misses. And that is ball one.
Altuve officially joined the 2,000 hit club in 2023 with every career hit as a Houston Astro. Third player in club history with 2,000 hits and 200 home runs. Jeff Bagwell, Craig Biggio, those are the two others, and that's some great company, Boog.
Missed inside with the curve. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Real Muto up with it. Fires the first. in time to get him. One away in the strikeout.
You hear people talk about letting the ball travel so often in terms of a hitting approach, and that's a great example why right there. If he's willing to let that curveball get a little deeper into the zone before he commits, he's way more likely to recognize that it's making a beeline for the dirt. On the other side, still a nice two-strike pitch, though.
And now here is Yainer Diaz. And the first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
0-1.
Hit liner up the middle and a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Only 2 hits allowed so far tonight, Boog, so I don't think that one will disrupt his momentum all that much. You know, he's really been on top of his game, commanding his pitches all night long.
So next up for Houston, Isaac Paredes. He's 0 for 1. And ball 1.
1 ball, no
Diaz
strikes.
leads off first with 1 away. There's a strike.
One way to make a guy real uncomfortable at the plate is pound him inside with good velocity. They're doing that right here.
Cut out and missed. Curveball struck him out.
We're going to take a look at the pitch sequence of that at bat, and the thing to notice are the pitch locations. Every single one of them on the edges of the strike zone, and as a hitter that can be pretty frustrating because you don't expect the pitcher to be able to make quality pitches one after another like that. So those are tough spots to do damage, and a great demonstration of pitch command, and it got him a punch out that time.
Now here is Brendan Rodgers. 98 at the knees for a strike.
No balls, 1 strike.
On the ground to third. That ends the frame. 1 left for Houston. They trail in this one 3-0. Back here in Houston, all set for the top of the 6th. Here's the third baseman, Alec Bohm. Castro, in his 9th season, 30 years old now. He joined the team as a free agent. That one finds the zone. Strike 1.
Looks like he sacrificed a pitch right down the middle for tracking and timing. Some good hitters will do that.
On the corner for a strike, and it's 0-2. Caught him looking for the K.
Well, that at-bat seemed to be over as soon as it started. 3-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there, at least to foul something off, extend that at-bat.
Here's Nicholas Castellanos. He's 2 for 2. Knee high, that's in for a strike. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're the top half of the 6th. Swing and a miss.
Just a really nice slider down and in there. He wants to get the hitter thinking fastball, speed him up, and just subtract some velocity and add a little movement.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
No, that pitch wasn't even close to being a strike, and that just goes to show you how defensive hitters can become when they're up against an 0-2 count. You're just hoping for a mistake somewhere near the zone that you can get the bat to, but right there, he was clearly anxious. He was swinging when the ball left the hand.
And he deals. Hit in the air, center field. Dubon sizes this one up, pulls it down, and he makes the catch. Bottom of the 6th inning, and stepping in for the Astros, John Singleton. That one's in there. 0-1. Just missed.
1 ball, 1 strike.
That one clips the outside corner. Now he's in a 1-2 hole.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Got him. One away on the strikeout.
Beat him inside on that last pitch, and when you look back at the pitch sequence on that strikeout, it's pretty interesting. Away, in, away, and then back in again. Really commanded both sides of the plate right there, and that makes it pretty tough to get comfortable in the box.
And now it's going to be Ben Gamel. That one missing inside.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus. But they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
One down, base is empty. Breaking ball misses down and away. That one fouled off, 2-2. This one in the air. Boom. Makes the grab, 2 down. So the batting order turns over. And next to hit for Houston, Jeremy Pena. That one finds the zone, and that is strike 1. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Pretty well struck. That's back there. Gone into the Crawford box. It's a home run. He made him pay for that one. It's 3-1.
So, Singy, this is a little bit of a surprise. A guy known for line drives hits one over the fence.
Well, if you're a little too early, you'll get some elevation in the ball, get out of the ballpark. For him, it's kind of a mistake. But you know what? When you have such a good approach, every now and then you're going to run into one.
2 down, base is empty, but 1 run across here in the bottom of the 6th. Next pitch is outside.
This guy at the dish excels in 2-strike counts. Got to be careful with him out there on the mound.
And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball. 1 scores in the inning, coming on this solo home run. And this is now a 3-1 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Taylor Scott. He has a great slider with tons of movement. Popped up. Singleton. Makes the catch for the out. And there's 1 down. Edmundo Sosa digs in now. On the ground to the left. Foul. And that's just foul. Swing and a miss. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Brian Abreu appears to be getting loose. Dubin getting loose as well. Swings and he pops it up near the pitcher's mouth. And there's 2 away.
That was a good hard fastball with some nice ride up in the zone right there. Hitter looked like he was on it, but I think that velocity at the end just beat him instead of a line drive or something.
Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule. Swing and a foul straight back. 0-1 down. Ground ball to Bohm. 1 up, 1 down.
He's out. If you want to be a great defense, you have to deliver consistently. It doesn't matter how many highlight reel plays you make if you can't execute the small stuff, just like we saw.
Altuve stands in now and watches strike 1. Swing and a line drive, base hit out of the center field. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
These guys today are so great at handling a lot. They're seeing high speeds day after day, and a nice job of turning that one around.
That's inside.
Inside. Here.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Castellanos moves on it. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's 2 down. So digging in, Isaac Paredes.
Both 2 in this one.
Right through there for a strike.
And a swing and a miss there.
It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Fights that one away, still 1-2. The tying run at the plate. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He's just having a hard time catching up.
Got him. So he cracks double digits with his 10th strikeout. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 left. Welcome. Back and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Brian King.
And as relievers go, he's not a big strikeout guy. He tries to force weak contact, so command and execution are huge for him.
On the ground, right side. Rogers in plenty of time to first, and that's 1 away as the leadoff man is out in the 8th. Here's Harper now.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Everyone's trying to elevate the ball in today's game, but if you can hit a ball that hard on the ground, it's going to find some holes.
Johan Rojas now at the plate. 1 for 3. And that drops in for a strike.
No balls. 1 strike.
That's outside. And 1-1. And there's a ball. Harper, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Got him looking. And now 2 gone. Alec Bohm stands in for the Phillies. 0 for 3 with 2 groundouts and a strikeout.
What do you got?
Started after it, tried to hold up. Now a look to first, and that's going to be ruled a swing. Here comes the 0-1. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
No balls. 2 strikes.
Two outs. Grounds 1 to short. They get the force. 3rd out. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Tanner Banks.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here. Well, on paper, it's favorable to have a fairly quick inning here with 2 of the 3 hitters he's set to face batting from the left side, same side he throws from.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2. And downstairs.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
And
that's
this
the ball.
Is inside. Swing and a line drive ripped out into right center. That's a base hit. And aboard on the leadoff single.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I could see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, They have a high contact rate, and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dump something in like that in front of the center fielder.
Got the bat going too soon. It's strike two.
1-2.
With the tying run at the plate, you're the bottom half of the 8th inning. This one's driven deep, way back there, and it's gone. We are tied. That one felt good. His 19th home run of the year, and we're starting over. It's 3-3. Listen to these fans.
This place is absolutely buzzing right now. You can feel the energy all the way up here in our broadcast booth. It's so tough to come in as a pinch hitter. Have success. I mean, you really have to keep yourself locked into the game and ready at any time. So it's always impressive to me when someone jumps in there and hits it out. It's a huge lift for your ball club as well.
The pitch is in for a strike. The count is 0-2. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Well, we see it a lot more these days than we ever did when I played, but a slider in the 90s still catches your attention, even if you're sitting on the pitch.
No, that's a ball.
Good luck recognizing that tight spin and adjusting to the late break.
And now it's even up.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
The shortstop takes the ball. Still only one out here in the inning. Next offering is in for a strike. And that's into the
count.
Down the line, and it's foul. One down, base is in. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Up the middle, Turner fires to first on the run. Got him. Nice play.
Great fundamentals there at first base. A textbook example of putting your body in position to make a play and doing just that. That's how they teach you to do it.
Slapped foul. And a liner out into right center for a base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive. Looks like we've got a substitution at first. Astros going with a pinch runner, Jake Myers. And that will end the inning. But this clutch home run gets us even again. We're tied now. So remaining in the game defensively, Christian Walker. He pitch hit last half and now takes over at first. So the closer summoned from the bullpen, Josh Hader.
Well, walks have been a big issue for him this year, so I expect these hitters to be patient up there.
1 strike.
Castellanos swings through it for strike one. And he swings through that one.
They can live up in the zone all game, and hitters will chase it. That's just too much velocity. Hitters got to look down in the zone.
Outside low, and the count is 1-2. And through the swing, it's a strikeout. Brandon Marsh, the next to hit. That's in for a strike at 95. We go at 1. Late on that fastball.
It's amazing to me how many closers and back-end relievers just throw absolute gas these days. I never would have had a chance.
Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So the go-ahead run is on base with a knock. And up to the plate is JT Realmuto. and a miss. And it's 0-1.
0-1.
One away. Tie game. Go-ahead run stands at first.
And that's in there for a strike, and quickly 0-2.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Swing and a ball driven out to center. Myers on a dead sprint, racing back, and it's off the wall. Lead runner holds at third, so 2 runners in scoring position and just 1 out.
He went up there and got it. With 2 strikes, I'm not going to leave this in the umpire's hands. I'm going to be aggressive. He was in a location where he could get those arms extended that he loves to do. So nice job right there, coming back in that at bat.
So now the DH spot, Edmundo Sosa.
0 for 3 in this one.
On the ground, and it's just foul. That was close. With the go-ahead run in third, you're in the top of the 9th.
1-1.
And a pitch out, but nothing going on.
Here's a sac fly situation, and he's got to make sure he gets the ball out over the plate and get those arms extended. They're trying to crowd him with the infield in. Be a big pickoff if he can push a run across.
And that's outside. 2-1.
Definitely a strikeout situation right here. Lots of ways for that go-ahead run to score if the ball's put in play.
Back to right. Gamble gets there. He's under it. Brings it in. Runners tagging from second and third. He'll score on the sac fly, and in the 9th, they take the lead.
Oh, that's a quality at bat right there. You know the situation. You need something in the air and deep enough. And that's exactly what he did. Good pass to the baseball.
Trey Turner with a chance now. And that one pulled foul. Crowd locked in right now. 1-run game here in the 9th. That
1-1.
one inside. Look out. The 1-1 is fouled off. Breaking ball, and that got him.
Take first.
He had him 1-2, and he ends up hitting him with a pitch. Now the number 2 hitter, Bryson Stott. Swing and a chopper out to short. They kick the force out, and that's the 3rd out. Back here in Houston. Out of the bullpen for the Phillies, Jordan Romano.
And one thing on him, he's been really good this season at keeping the ball in the park. Not an easy guy to take deep.
And there's a strike. Good heater at 98.
No ball.
Well, that's really the money spot. Down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that up. That's what you love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
Hit on the ground to short. Turner zips it to first.
That's an out.
And they get Altuve for the out.
That play won't be trending on social media later on, but it's still important to execute it to perfection. This game is a lot harder than it looks, partner.
Diaz in the box now. Takes strike 1. Trying to close out a 1-run lead. And the home team trying to pull it out. That clips the zone, and that's strike 2. Next offering misses down and away. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Swing and and a miss. That's a strikeout. And just one out remaining for Houston. So the bullpen doing a nice job backing up the effort from their starter.
Yeah, we've seen some pretty excellent pitching out of this staff so far. I mean, they've come in ready to do their job and get outs. They've been pretty tough to get to in this one.
So they're down to their final out. So next up for Houston, Isaac Paredes. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. A little bit low.
No.
Yeah, that's ball 1. A 1-run lead. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. Lined into right. Could be exclamation. Around first, digging for 2. Throw comes into second, and he's there for the double.
He's safe.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. When you connect and it jumps off your bat like that, you're thinking double at the very least. What a great swing on it, and man, he wasn't fooled at all. Now that sets up a huge at bat in this ball game.
So the tying run at second.
No,
just
that's the ball.
Missed.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. And he's got it. Ball game. And the Phillies take the first 2 games of this series on the road.
Well, you take a tie ball game into the 9th on the road, you know that you've got some work to do. You've got to score, but then you've also got to get 3 outs in the bottom half of that inning. They did just that today. Very well played ball game. Get this win on the road. Everybody's happy with the W.
West side. Hey, yeah, pull up with a thing or 2. Yeah, you know what I came to do. Slide down the avenue. Yeah, did what I had to do. Infinite flavors. Yeah, pick your favorite. Yeah, keep player. Think about running from air. Yeah, looking at the Lakers. Assalamu alaikum, walaikum salam. Why thank you, really, really alive. Hi hater, bye hater.
Bye hater. Bye Felicia. Not today. Not tomorrow either. Look though, it's a lot of vacant houses in the whole city, like a Tyler made the block, little snag or 2. Actually in the Congress, no Johnny is the projects, know what I'm saying, Lucy Lou. Tryna kill bills off $1 meal, really will fit your whole attitude. Been rapping about the real since a little. Imagine if I had a boo. I was only 9 years old when I found my soul. Cuz had me in the booth, booking nose. First that ever roll, shorty, the whole block posted. Everybody not the focus, and he social, I'm posted. I'm like riding, I can't cope, I don't know, could be inside. First line was about my shit. You just heard that he died on the last Friday.
How about your feelings, how about them feelings? Come high, I'm the ceiling, I want you to get. Come slide. I got a feeling, get it crackin', like a killer. In the back, chillin' with you, I want you to get. Come slide.
I just want a buttercream beamer with an R&B deep slide straight to the panic of these. A little tick, a little thick thing, keep it. Got a like she shine you with theaters. Ever since a young, I've been a leader, on the path of allegiance. Kid to the public, but to me, I'm like, one day, don't shit. Just to the fellas here about watching never hear about. Meanwhile, a few channels down the block, they getting robbed by the cops. I can't believe what I see with my eyes. So nowadays, I like that I'm under to the skies and manifest anything I need. Anything on a power trip. When the whole team, the power strip. No, now to the trying to politic. Got my guys already, got my queen already, how I sound already, got my songs already, got a message how they hang on already. Take it day by day. My vice is money in my safe. Cash going up as I elevate. I was down bad, now I'm
How's your feelings, How about that? Feelings come high up the ceiling, I want you to get I got a feeling, get it cracking like a killing. In the backyard, chilling with you. I want you to get come slide with me. You said you don't, but you gon' try with me. Don't you gotta get paranoid, girl? I'm hot on asteroid, cause I'm